Good morning, children. Welcome to a sunny Sunday morning. Now, I can't stay long with you today because that assistant of mine tells me he needs my help to finish his sermon in time for church this morning. But I couldn't resist the opportunity to drop by first and give a quick hello to you all. In fact, while I'm here, I might as well tell you all that we've got lined up for you this morning. First, here on Grace Kids, we have your truly impressive artwork from last week. Thank you so much for sending that in again. Please do send your pictures in once again so we can show them to the world here on Grace Kids. Then we have another song, a new song for us to enjoy called Call to Me. And the words of this song are taken straight from the Bible. And in them, God invites us to call on Him, and in return, He promises to answer us and reveal to us great and unsearchable things. Then, finally, in this morning's story, God Himself has a wonderful surprise for us. I won't tell you ahead of time what it is, although, if you can remember what happened in last week's story, some of you might be able to guess what the surprise is. One thing I can promise you, it really is wonderful. Well, I must be off now. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show today, and especially that you enjoy God's wonderful surprise. Until next time, toodle pip everyone. Bye-bye.
We're searching for gold. Follow me.
Your words got nuggets of gold, a treasure for my soul. And getting them out is my goal. I'm gonna dig in, like I'm digging for gold.
Hey, look here! I found a nugget! Proverbs 26:14 says, "As a door turns on its hinges, so does a sluggard on his bed."
What does that mean?
It means if you're lazy like a sluggard, you just want to stay in bed all day.
I don't want to be like that. Me neither. Hey, I found one.
What is it?
Proverbs 12:15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but a wise man listens to advice.
Wow, I want to be a wise man.
And I want to be a wise woman.
Look, there are a lot more nuggets in here. Let's keep digging.
Yeah!
Your words got nuggets, nuggets of gold. Your words got nuggets, nuggets of gold. Your words got nuggets of gold, a treasure for my soul. And getting them out is my goal. I'm gonna dig in, dig in, dig in. I'm gonna dig in, dig in, dig in. I'm
I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Call to me. Call to me and I will answer you. Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Call to me, Jeremiah 33:3. Call to me and I will answer you. Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Call to me, yeah. Shout it out now, hallelujah. 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 Sha la 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 la. Call to me, call to me.
Call to me and I will answer you. Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Call to me, yeah. Call to me.
Call to me. Oh, call to me. Call to me.
What? You can't just leave it on a cliffhanger like that. Does Batgirl die after falling off that cliff? Does Benny Boy beat the villain? Is Uncle Egbert a secret superhero as well? So many questions.
Yeah, I have no clue how I'm going to be able to wait another year until we see the finale. I bet it will be so epic.
Oh well, we'll just have to do something to forget about it in the meantime. Wait a moment, in last week's story, didn't we reach a cliffhanger?
Oh yeah, we did. Jesus is dead in his tomb. It looks like God's plan has failed. But luckily, instead of having to wait a year, you guys can watch the plot resolve right now. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and have a look at today's story. I promise it will not disappoint.
You had me at popcorn.
The Jesus Storybook Bible, written by Sally Lloyd Jones and illustrated by Jago. God's wonderful surprise. Jesus' friends were sad. They would never see their best friend again. How could this happen? Wasn't Jesus the rescuer, the king God had promised? It wasn't supposed to end like this. But whoever said anything about the end? Just before sunrise on the third day, God sent an earthquake and an angel from heaven. When the guards saw the angel, they fell down with fright. The angel rolled the huge stone away, sat on top of it, and waited. At the first glimmer of dawn, Mary Magdalene and other women headed to the tomb to wash Jesus' body. The early morning sun slanted through the ancient olive trees, drops of dew glittering on leaves and grasses, little tears everywhere. The friends walked quietly along the hilly path, through the olive groves until they reached the tomb, and immediately noticed something odd. It was wide open. They peered through the opening into the dark tomb, but wait! Jesus' body was gone. And something else. A shining man was there, with clothes made from lightning. "Don't be scared," the angel said. But they couldn't help it. They screamed anyway. The angel asked them, "What are you doing here? This is a tomb, and tombs are for dead people." The women couldn't speak. "Jesus isn't dead anymore," he said. "He's alive again." And their hearts leapt. And then the angel laughed with such gladness that they felt for a moment as if they'd woken from a nightmare. The other women rushed home, but Mary stayed behind. How could it be true? Jesus was definitely dead. How could he be alive? Just then Mary heard someone else in the garden. Perhaps it's the gardener, she thought. He'll know where Jesus' body is. "I don't know where Jesus is," Mary said urgently. "I can't find him." But it was all right. Jesus knew where she was, and he had found her. Mary. Only one person said her name like that. She could hear her heart thumping. She turned around. She could just make out a figure. She shaded her eyes to see and thought she was dreaming. But she wasn't dreaming. She was seeing Jesus. Mary fell to the ground. Sudden tears filled her eyes and great sobs shook her whole body. And all she wanted in that moment was to cling to Jesus and never let him go. "You'll be able to hold on to me later, Mary," Jesus said gently, "and always be close to me. But now go and tell the others that I'm alive." Mary ran and ran all the way to the city. She'd never run so fast or so far in all her life. She felt she could have run forever. The sun seemed to be dancing and gleaming and bounding across the sky, racing with her and shining brighter than she could ever remember in the clear, fresh air. And it seemed to her that morning, as she ran, almost as if the whole world had been made anew. Almost as if the whole world was singing for joy. The trees, tiny sounds in the grass, the birds, her heart. Was God really making everything sad come untrue? Was he making even death come untrue? She couldn't wait to tell Jesus' friends. "They won't believe it," she laughed. She was right, of course.
Angels, an empty tomb. Where's Jesus gone? How did he roll the stone away? I wonder what the gardener was planting.
Whoa, hold up a minute, Ben. Let's slow it down a little bit. Did you guys enjoy the climax? It starts with the women thinking Jesus is gone, dead in his tomb. Next, they find the tomb open and an angel stood outside. How scary that must have been.
Oh yeah, and that classic line, "Do not be afraid."
Yeah, I'm not sure that would cut it when seeing something so wonderful. But far more dazzling than the angel's heavenly glow is the reality the angel reveals that Jesus is no longer in the tomb. He's gone.
Yeah, Jesus is not dead. He is alive, conquering death through his resurrection. And just to confirm this, he shows himself to Mary.
How crazy that must have been for Mary. She thought he was the gardener. And then he speaks to her and she realises it's him, her saviour. And what does she do after that? She can hardly contain her excitement. She wants to tell everyone she knows that Jesus is alive.
Yes, Jesus is alive, but next week we'll see some more of Jesus' followers' reactions to his resurrection. For some, it just seems too good to be true.
But for now, kids, goodbye.
Goodbye.